Our Alumni Association start functioning, got registered in 2002 by Dr. Raja Reddy Garu for conducting the Golden Jubilee of the Gandhi Medical College in 2004. So Alumni Association came into existence in 2002. But way back in 1998, when there was no association at all, Ravinder came all the way from USA, brought the equipment, mannequins, donated by his family members. Surakanti Mallareddy Memorial Trust. Their family has given the equipment. He has conducted the classes in old Gandhi Medical College in Bashirbagh in the sheds himself. There was no association at all. Later, after the college was shifted here, those equipment were stored in library hall. And after this building was constructed in 2004 to 6, 2004 we have conducted the Golden Jubilee. That time our alumni in India, abroad, mostly from abroad, contributed the funds for the construction of this building. And this building came into existence, got inaugurated in 2006. From that time onwards, this BLS and ACLS courses are being conducted regularly every year in this Alumni Education Center. And proud to announce that in the undivided state of Andhra Pradesh, then NTR Health University has recognized 3 medical colleges for conducting the mandatory BLS courses for the outgoing house surgeons. Among those 3 colleges, one was Visakhapatnam, another was Guntur, and third was Gandhi Medical College. So in Gandhi Medical College, this being the Alumni Education Center is having the facilities. University has recognized Alumni Education Center for training the BLS courses, compulsory mandatory courses. We were issuing the certificates. After that, with efforts of Ravinder Surakanti, now he is the president of the Global Alliance in USA. He has made efforts from the college, from the hospital, and from USA. He has put efforts on the American Heart Association for recognizing the Alumni Education Center as the International Training Center by the AHA. So I am very happy. Today, it is a 62nd International Training Center recognized by the American Heart Association. So all those will be told, expressed by the AHA director who is here, and they are all now. Time is there, very short for them. They will have to leave to airport. I will cut short my speech. If time permits, I will join later, explain all the details. With these few words, I will take leave, and I request the other speaker to come.
Thank you. Dr. Ravinder Surakanti to brief about the International Training Center. Please come, sir.
Of the dais, I'm really pleased that this day has arrived in my life. I think it is a red letter day for the Alumni Association. When we embarked on this project in '98, there was nothing like these courses available in India at all. So we are very happy. I do not want to belabor the point, but actually most of it is documented in our souvenir, Diamond Jubilee souvenir, and also a souvenir that you will be getting your hands on at the end of the meeting. So I don't want to take much time away from the speakers here who can talk more about the International Training Center. The only difference being Dr. Mahesh and his team has been doing a phenomenal job. We have our instructors, Dr. Florence, Joseph A. Florence. He's from Kentucky, and then he's gone to Tennessee. This is his 10th visit, and this is the 10th anniversary of this building. And it is birth of ITC at the same time. So we have a lot to celebrate today. And I would like to see that it is very well utilized. And that is the reason we would like to make a plea to the superintendent and the principal to make sure that all their house surgeons and postgraduates avail of the facility here and also take the courses so that they will have a fund of knowledge. This is within a short period of time. AHA has done a lot of research to put out these courses. They are the most popular postgraduate courses in the world. So that is what attracted me to these courses. If after studying for a month or so, if you come to the class and in 2 days you will put everything together and interact with the instructors and then learn the skills. So all of us will face situations, emergency situations in our lives. As physicians, you will definitely face situations. And I do not, when I was a house surgeon, I felt terribly uncomfortable. All I did was sign off on that certificate. I did not do any resuscitation. And that resuscitation was an unknown term, at least to me and my classmates in those days. So with some personal family setbacks because of losing father and a sibling, then I thought I should do something. And it took me a while, but I finally, with the help of other people, of course, all by myself I couldn't do, and especially Dr. Florence, he stood by me for first decade of our experience in India. And then Dr. Vemuri Murthy, who stood by us, the college, for the last 7-8 years. And Dr. Maheshwar Reddy is the rock, actually. He is the prudential rock of the program. Without him, there is no program. And his team of instructors. I'm so grateful to you, Chandan, everybody, all the instructors who teach, because they teach out of love. And that is the reason I feel grateful and I feel indebted to all these folks. So they are the ones. Without the instructors, without the coordinator, without the candidates, there's no program. We can have a beautiful structure, it will be of no use. So my plea to all the students, house surgeons, postgraduates of this institution is to make use of this facility, because if it is available elsewhere, we are not competing with anybody. This is not a profit venture, it is a not-for-profit. We pump in money because we subsidize, because it takes a lot of effort and financial otherwise to conduct these programs, because I felt that giving lectures for an hour or two with a flash drive is very easy and everybody listens and forgets and goes away home. But this is hands-on experience for 2 days, a lot of things. So I won't take more of your time because our chief guest, Ms. Lisa Douglas from the IHA, they have a flight to catch. Mr. Nihaj Mohammed, who is the IHA consultant for India, he is also taking a flight, and so I do not wish to stand in between. So the next presentation, I think. Thank you all very much. Thank you all for coming. And I am really grateful. I am very happy about that the center will be housed permanently in a building in a hall that will be named after my parents. My sister is here, my nieces are here, my sister-in-law is here. Thank you all for coming.
The Director of International Programs, American Heart Association, respected Madam Lisa Douglas. She is going to give presentation of American Heart Association. Please welcome her.
Hello. To the Honorable Vice Chancellor, thank you for being here. To the other dignitaries, thank you so much for having me. And it is an honor to be here to represent the American Heart Association and to be here in person to congratulate you on this very special occasion. It has been great to hear some of the history of this association and of this site. I can tell you from the American Heart Association perspective, the history began a little bit before my time in 1924. Since then, the American Heart Association has been the primary not-for-profit leader in cardiovascular research and the translation of that research to clinical healthcare, to public policy, and to prevention strategies for public health to avert deaths from cardiovascular disease and stroke. In that work, we enthusiastically support the World Health Organization, their so-called 25 by 25 goal, which is to reduce the premature mortality from cardiovascular disease 25% by 2025. With cardiovascular disease taking up the majority of those non-communicable diseases, and cardiovascular disease and stroke being the largest cause of death worldwide, the work of the American Heart Association and all of our peer heart-focused organizations, physician champions, volunteers, must rise to meet this enormous global challenge. And today you are taking a very important step in joining that global effort. And I really wanted to congratulate you and thank you from that, not just Indian perspective, but from that global perspective. The American Heart Association has translated our CPR and emergency cardiac care guidelines into 17 languages. We have over 800 training centers in 80 countries worldwide. Clearly there is great unmet need and some great opportunity for this essential training here in India, where the sheer numbers of mostly preventable deaths from cardiovascular disease and stroke, the numbers alone are alarming. And the research is also quite alarming in the sense that coronary disease and acute cardiac events seem to strike the Indian population at much younger ages than elsewhere in the world. This is robbing people of more years of productive life and joyful lifetime with their families. The AHA has been so grateful and encouraged by the work and the growth and the success of our partners in India. And just in last year, the over 60 ITCs that were mentioned have trained over 90,000 in BLS and ACLS courses. And we are so thrilled to welcome another ITC into this family and into this mission. You have absolutely enormous potential to have impact in Telangana state and beyond. And we will be eagerly watching you and supporting you from today forward. We would love to see all students, all of the interns, all of the postgraduates you can possibly reach to be trained on these essential skills. This week I'm here in India and specifically here in Hyderabad to explore additional opportunities for partnership with local organizations and with local leaders in healthcare to see how else we can best support India's essential efforts to confront and reduce cardiovascular disease and cardiovascular related deaths in adults and children. So please accept my warm welcome, not just into the Indian Training Network family, but also into our larger global family of partners, all of whom believe that resuscitation is an essential skill, that sudden cardiac arrest does not need to mean sudden death, that hundreds and thousands and millions of lives can indeed be saved, and that each and every one of those lives is worth saving. So thank you for being trained, thank you for training others, and congratulations on today's inauguration.
Now I would like to invite Dr. Joseph Lawrence to tell about American Heart Association programs in India.
Vice Chancellor, distinguished guests. It's always been a great pleasure to be here at Gandhi. I first came to India at the request of Dr. Surakanti in 1998, where I had the privilege of being the course director for the second Advanced Life Support course being taught in Hyderabad. And since that time, I've had the pleasure to come back many times to continue to teach. Dr. Surakanti and Dr. Mahesh Reddy were there at the beginnings of basic life support and advanced life support in Hyderabad, but also in all of India. We have traveled all over to Delhi and to Trivandrum and to Belgaum and to Warangal and to many places where we have, initially we brought the equipment in our suitcases from US through customs, sometimes 2 and 3 days in customs, and comes here and we put on the programs here. We left the equipment here, and hopefully we left the knowledge here to continue the courses. When we first came, there were very few people trained in advanced life support and basic life support. Now we have hundreds, literally thousands of people trained. We have hospitals now that have regular code teams. Not all hospitals, but some of the hospitals have adapted the regular code teams as part of the routine training and the routine policies in the hospitals, so that when people arrest in the hospitals, they are well taken care of, efficiently and effectively taken care of. Also, the before hospital services, when we first came, there were very few pre-hospital services. Now we have seen the development of lots of ambulance services and more of a coordinated system of care, so that basic life support can occur in the communities and transportation can occur to the hospital and resuscitation can occur fully in the hospital. So things have gone a long way. That's just the beginning though. We've got lots more to do. Ideally, we would have every house officer, every physician trained in advanced life support sometime in their career. Those having advanced life support as part of their regular job should be retrained every 2 years just to keep up with the latest and greatest information. It would be great to have the entire community aware of heart disease and aware of the issues, the symptoms of heart disease, so that when they have those symptoms or their family members have those symptoms, they can get to the ambulance and the ambulance can bring them to the hospital. So that's in the ideal world. We're not there yet, but through the American Heart Association, through this International Training Center, we will make efforts to make that possible in the future. So hopefully with this International Training Center, we'll continue to have more and more courses, affect more and more people's lives, and have a healthier India in the future. It's been a real pleasure being part of this, and I hope to continue being in the future. Thank you.
Now I would like to invite Dr. Vemuri Murthy, who is the member of International Committee, American Heart Association in India, and a visiting faculty also. Please come, sir.
Thank you.